Ah, this is the life. Premium hammock, wind in my hair, sea breeze in my mouth. This is exactly what a good holiday should be. Oh.
Can I have a go on the hammock?
Away with you, boy, get off. Oh!
Welcome to Okinawa, home of wonderful beaches, fantastic sunshine, and now, Mr. Affable himself.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. I've always wanted
great.
to come do a wacky weekend in Okinawa, albeit on abroad in Japan.
It's my first time here as well. What can I look forward to?
Yeah, what can you look forward to? People, food, drinks, scenery.
Ooh.
It's the closest place to like leaving Japan while still being in Japan, I think.
Oh, lovely.
It's a really magical place.
Wait, so why haven't you been back?
Well, I've been here twice in 10 years, and the last time I came here, it could have ended better, put it that way.
All of a sudden I feel a piercing pain in my right ear, as if a literal knife has just gone through my eardrum.
Well, you are in luck, Chris, because I'm going to give you a chance to do it right. Relive the magic of water sports and not burst your eardrum.
I'm not doing what I did again. No.
Yeah.
Have you ever burst your eardrum?
No.
Do you know what it feels like?
No.
I am not going there
I'm super
again.
excited. We're doing it again.
We're not going there. We're going to eat some spam. We're going to drink some Habusha snake sake. Anything. We're not doing water sports.
And water sports.
We're not doing...
Big bananas,
I'm
jet
getting back
skis.
on the
No,
fucking
come on, it'll be fun.
Where's the plane? I'm out of there.
All right, I'll go get the rental car.
That's right, this wacky weekend is set in Okinawa. Considered by many to be the Hawaii of Japan, it's just shy of 1,000 miles short of Tokyo. Outside of Japan, Okinawa is famous for being home to a giant US military base. So much so that about 15% of the land in Okinawa is home to US military bases. But outside of that, you'll find some of the most beautiful and unique locations in all of Japan. Speaking of unique locations, I thought I would take me and Chris to a famous one in Okinawa.
We are at perhaps one of the busiest places in all of Okinawa on a Monday.
This beach is easily the busiest place I've seen the whole trip so far. What is it?
I want you to have a guess. What do you think this rock is, this important cultural heritage site?
Years ago, this was the Ryukyu Kingdom, right? So before Japan took over, this was its own land. Maybe this is some sort of spiritual, ancestral home point for the people of the Ryukyu
Give it another shot. Give it another shot.
I mean, maybe it's a V for victory? The victory of Japan?
Yeah, no. The reason why everyone is here today to look at this rock is because it looks like a heart. That's it. That's the only reason anyone's here. Because it looks like a heart.
Okay,
the world's busiest parking lot that we've ever seen.
You made me get out of my hammock for this.
It's literally just
a heart. It looks like a T-bone steak. Heart, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. This is like a
no, I think it looks good. I think it. No,
this is a Rorschach test.
Like, how does
what do you see of T-bone steak?
I think it's impressive because how does this even happen? How does did somebody chisel this?
Yeah, we haven't got any attractions on Cordy Island. Get the chisel out. I've got an idea. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, it looks like a heart, isn't it? There's somebody like getting married over there as well. There's like a wedding dress, and they're taking like 500,000 photos in front of the rock.
Well, look, it's of course when you're visiting the island, you want to see the natural beauty of it because the ocean is phenomenal. Why wouldn't you want some love hearts?
This is like the Lawsons in front of Mount Fuji.
This is not.
It is the same.
Is not.
Look how many people are here. They could be out experiencing the culture of Okinawa, the food, the cuisine, the people. They're not. They're looking at a rock shaped like a heart, which doesn't even look like a heart, really. Stupid heart-shaped rock.
Sadly, Chris wasn't impressed by the heart-shaped rock, but one thing I'm sure he will be impressed by is the food in Okinawa, with a plethora of unique dishes that you can't find anywhere else in Japan. From the pork knuckles to the spam galore, all the way to ice cream. But for us today, we're going to be eating Okinawa soba. A warning, do not watch this if you are hungry. You will become extremely jealous.
Look at that, man. That honestly looks incredible.
That pork is so thick, you could build a building with it.
This is the rafte, the iconic pork of Okinawa, known for its kind of really thick, juicy kind of scale.
The scale.
It's all the word that springs to mind when I see it. The noodles are quite distinct, very yellow, quite flat.
Let's give it a shot.
Not very curly, quite thick, almost like udon. And the soup here is quite unique. This place goes back like over 115 years. This Kishimoto Shokudo.
That's phenomenal.
Apparently they burn some wood from the local trees, put the ash in the water, let the ash settle. They have this mineral-rich water they blend in with the water used for making the wheat and the noodles, and it's supposed to give it a subtle flavour, but it's been going on for over 100 years, they must be doing something right.
Let's give it a little sip of the broth and see.
You can taste the trees.
Oh, that's so nice. As I'm getting older and living in Japan longer, I appreciate more subtle broths, not the super heavy miso or tonkatsu. And that's just perfect.
And although the broth and noodles were fantastic, it was time for the star of the show, the pork.
All right, let's give it a shot. I'm just gonna shake his hand, I think. I gotta get. This is amazing. This is so good. I don't even know what to say. What more words can be said about excellence, perfection?
You don't really hear about Okinawa soba as much as we should on the mainland. Well,
when you first told me about this last night, I thought, I've never heard of that in my life. Only yakimo and ice cream. But this is the best thing we've eaten so far, hands down.
Hands down.
And after eating that amazing bowl of soba, I thought what better way to burn off some of those calories than to see some of the unique offerings that Okinawa has for us. Starting off with this.
Belinda Carl said it best. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Look at that. What we do. So you brought us to this beautiful beach. Is it an all-you-can-drink pina colada challenge, rolling around in the sand?
No,
Make
try
it
again.
happen.
Try again.
Is it splashy fun time?
Oh yeah, we could get wet, yeah.
I don't know
We could get wet.
Why you make it sound so sadistic?
Because, how about, what if I told you we are going underwater?
In what sense?
There is an underwater observatory, a shaft that goes deep into the ocean where we can look.
A shaft.
A shaft.
A shaft.
It is. We can look at the fish.
People don't come to paradise to go down a shaft.
We're going down a shaft, and it's in the bottom of this ocean. So let's go and have a look at it.
Let's go and check out this shaft. Look at the water. It's like transparent. It's turquoise. It's stunning.
You've just found the line of...
And a line of dirt. But like the water is absolutely jaw-dropping. Like it's kind of like...
Why is it not like this in Wales?
And we slowly made our way down to the bottom.
No, you can kind of see some stuff.
Right, let's find some fish. Here we are. At the bottom of the sea.
A big fish just came right there. Look at him. He's saying hi. Why is he saying hi?
You can see some fish.
There's one right here. He won't leave. Oh, Chris came back. He ran away.
Look.
Yeah, that's the one that we were watching.
Come back, boy, come back. No.
And sadly, the visibility today was quite bad. But luckily, Chris found another way to have some fun.
The black edge D. It's my favourite fish.
What about the long nose?
Long nose, the scissor-tailed sergeant, the orange-lined, the coral hawk fish. All my favourites.
The hawk tuba.
This would be a great meeting point in a spy film.
Yeah, this is where you'd have the handoff.
Get on now! I continue to be impressed and amazed by the names of some of these fish. The two-lined monocle bream, flute mouth,
Clark's anemone fish,
Asman goldfish.
We sadly didn't get to see many fish, but one thing we did find was a fish food dispenser. And I honestly thought that no fish would come up, but yeah, this happened.
Oh, I see them. Oh, whoa.
Oh, there they are. Whoa, there's loads.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my, yeah, that's a lot, man. Jesus. You're sleeping with the fish. This would be a great place to
well, yeah, if you
dispose of your enemies.
If you throw your spam shirt in there, they'll think it's grease and they'll be like,
And after that lovely view of the sea, I thought, why don't we get a lovely view of the ground?
This is Cave Okinawa, and it says, mysterious limestone cave that is easily accessible.
Yes, Okinawa is famous for their caves, with over 600 limestone caves. And since Chris put my life in danger on a deserted island, I thought, why don't I get some revenge and hope that he gets scared in a cave?
It's only 200 meters long, which actually is quite big. I mean,
you love taking me down deep holes today, isn't it? Come down the shaft.
Maybe he'll never come out. Maybe he'll never come out. Who knows? We don't know. It's crazy. Welcome to my special cave, just down here.
Back to your mining roots in Wales.
If you slip here, oh my God,
Jesus,
it's game over. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is like Disney music, though. It's kind of spoiling the atmosphere a little bit.
Why is there a soundtrack? I just want to be happy in the cave.
It's truly amazing what nature is capable of. The stalagmites rain upon us as we enter the cave upon this 3D experience.
The music makes me feel like I'm selling a product.
This is not just a cave. It's so much more. It's an experience of a lifetime.
Look at it. The wild British man roams in his cave, knowing all the possibilities of activities that could be done. Truly, it's amazing. Quick, hurry up now. There's so much more to explore.
After unsuccessfully becoming the worst salesman alive, we found a rather interesting segment of the cave.
That's so cool.
Wow.
That's stalagmite?
The Secundus.
This is a stalagmite.
The Sugma rock.
Okay, not the Sugma rock. I mean, it's actually really cool. See, that looks fake. This looks like
it does look
a
fake,
centerpiece that they've made. But to know that that's like millions of years old and slowly formed is pretty cool. It does look like a parachute that's like fossilized. Jurassic Park, do you know which Jurassic?
I keep looking up a walking shed in my mouth. It doesn't taste overly pleasant.
It's limestone.
It's at least
water.
better than Volvic and Evian.
After Chris was done washing his mouth out, we went on to the next part of the cave.
This is one of the biggest centerpieces of the cave, and this is how your brain feels when you talk to Chris. The aneurysm that forms. This is what it looks like on the diagram. Chris is not amused. This is called the Gold Rock, and it has some kind English which Chris is going to read out for us.
Known as rimstone, is a type of speleothem. Is the from of a stone dam.
English could be a little bit better, but not bad.
Yeah, they made the effort. Feel that. Oh, you can feel the power. Certain places in Japan, they call them power spot. Power spot.
No, they don't.
They do. Power where you feel like immense power. Usually a natural wonder spot. For me, it's Burger King. But sometimes you find a natural spot where you feel like charged. And I feel it here today in this cave.
I think my power spot is wherever I'm far away from you.
And honestly, I still think that Chris has made up this power spot nonsense.
Oh, this is the Kira Kira rock. This one's shining, like my favorite
There you
Pokemons.
Go. Calcite is known as power stone, which gives people energy as spiritual power.
Maybe I was wrong.
I guess no power for you.
Indiana Jones was trying to get the Grail. Indiana, let it go. Let it go.
Don't touch the power stone. You can't. You're not ready. Kira Kira means sparkling in Japanese, or to sparkle, I suppose. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but it's basically every other little bit sparkling.
And as you exit this particular cave, there is a lovely light show with a very, very steep climb. And after a successful day of exploring Okinawa, we decided to have a relaxing time at our Airbnb, which happened to be kind of interesting.
Why, hello there. Come on in to Okinawa, a slice of paradise. Oh, it's ruined already. How do you think of the accommodation so far? Are you going to give people a tour?
It's good. I'm ready for the Hawk tour.
Oh my god.
The main kitchen, dining, living area space is very American. It reminds me of like a swanky American house.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
In Japan much, do you?
No, and it's always nice having the kitchen next to the living room, I think. So when someone's cooking, you can still interact and talk. It's quite nice. I sound like I'm trying to sell you the place. You really will get to talk to the peasants who serve you the food, and he's already gone.
And from here, I can sit, big old TV, watch my favourite Abroad Japan TV show.
Maybe some of you are missing the more dining experience, and in here is the dining table, which we didn't fully reset from yesterday. But don't worry about it. Would you want to give a tour of your bedroom?
Can I tidy the bedroom first?
No. You have to show. Cricket, well, don't let him get away with it. No. We do have an outside balcony, which is pretty cool. I won't show you all of it, but basically it goes around the front. And we have a very good toilet that's quite far away. It's also got a please don't stand up and piss sign. Well, Chris is not ready to show his room. I don't care, however. My room is a mess. This is the torture room. I mean, I guess it's cool if you're a kid, but as an adult, it felt kind of weird. But I guess, yeah, you would bring your kids here because they had beanbags, the universal sign that a kid is here. And the world's weirdest mattress, which was kind of like Play-Doh. But, it was fine. It slept pretty well. Oh, wow, look at this. Mr. Broad's room. Is this the cleaned version?
This is the cleaned version. This is kind of cool, though. Look at this. I've just discovered the blinds over here.
Right.
You know how you normally pull the blinds and they tilt? This one, there's two bars, one of black, one of light. As you lift it up, and match the two bars, you get the light. Isn't that clever?
What if I want all the bars gone?
Well, you can mate, can't you? You can off.
Oh, it goes up.
There you go. Oh, it's trippy.
Oh my god.
Hey, what a great f***ing view, man. That's so nice. To think we woke up in Tokyo, yesterday, and then you wake up the next morning in the Pacific, surrounded by turquoise blue sea and chain of islands. It's a beautiful thing. I love a bit of Okinawa. It's been too long.
But obviously in Okinawa, you're not renting an Airbnb for the inside, you're doing it for the amazing views that you can get outside the Airbnb.
It's a pretty cool view though. You can see the islands over in the distance there. The main island we're on now is surrounded by like dozens of islands.
But I mean, look, we have a very own sign that's... Was it meant to be upside down?
So like they hired the town drunkard Takeshi came in. Oh no, I've done upside down, whoops. What is the thinking behind doing upside down?
They must have installed it upside down. There's no way that was intentional.
The only thing I can think of is maybe when you're in the hammock and you're at a funny angle. but that's wishful thinking.
Maybe it's a call for help. It's like, help me, please. Go to the coordinates on the wall.
But it didn't really take that long for the British in us to come out.
All the islands, right? Reminds me of a video game, like, if you can see it, you can go there. Like Assassin's Creed Black Flag or Sea of Thieves, right?
I have that like British urge when I can see the lands over the sea. I'm like, yes, they could belong to us, you know. We could sail over there right now.
Oh man, you're not gonna want to get in that pool.
Why?
Look at that. Spotted wood thrush lizard. Oh! What's that?
Why would you do that? Why? Why did you give me your car, you good friend Connor?
I will take every available opportunity to torture Chris from here on out. But for now, it's time for me to put my chef hat on and become the chef for tonight, and hopefully impress our very, very picky lord.
Fine vintage. 2024.
Boy, where's my sausages?
It's coming, sir, it's coming. Just give me another minute, please. So it's ready if you want. Okay, yes, of course.
Quicker.
This is the local sausages, Okinawa, served with a garnish of ketchup and mustard with some of the finest onions I've ever made in my life.
Looks awfully dry.
Dry like one's personality.
And how does one eat this? Sausages.
Like a sock, just pick it up.
Taragawa.
I spared no onion.
You did good, kid. It's a solid 6.5 out of 10.
Sadly, Chris was not happy with my cooking this evening, so he requested we go out for some yakisoba.
Bye-bye.
It looks good, but is it as good as my sausages?
I'm gonna be real with you. Your sausages were good, but they weren't great, okay? This is the real deal.
Well, my sausages were fantastic, and you know it. You were just being
You made it sound like you went to a fucking farm, ground up an animal, and stuffed it into a sausage.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay, but this does look amazing.
Does look good.
But however, are you excited for tomorrow? I do have the list of potential activities we have.
All right. So how many activities are we going to do tomorrow?
So I
One or
paid for
two?
the snorkeling in the Blue Cave, which should be beautiful, plus the 6 activities package. Now, what are those 6 activities?
6?
The best part is that there's no pictures, just a name. And the names don't help it describe what any of them do.
6 activities?
Number 1, banana board. Number 2, marble.
No.
What does that mean? What is a marble?
I don't know, but...
Number 3, thriller.
These aren't water sports, these are songs.
Number 4, big alligator. Number 5, big ducky. Number 6,
That's what they call Connor.
sidewinder.
What is... These
Number
aren't
7,
activities.
jet touring.
That sounds scary.
Number 8, mega ducky. Number 9, zap. So which ones do you want to do? The 6, you have to pick 6.
Mega f***ing ducky, what was that?
We will find out.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I still do not know what the Mega Ducky is.
This is the last supper before my other ear gets blown out.
Oh,
Mega
man.
f***ing ducky. Oh my god.
After that phenomenal meal, what better way to spend some quality time with your best friend than drinking on a beach?
I want it on the record that I have spoiled you back to back 2 wacky weekends in a row.
Obviously we've got another wacky weekend coming up on abroad in Japan. Don't know what we're doing yet.
Luxury.
And I thought I would wait and see how this one went before I determined what that would look like.
Luxury train, luxury hotel, top 5 Wagyu tier list, we'll taste them all.
The trip isn't over yet though.
Okay.
And we've got water sports coming up.
We do.
That might destroy my ears. If I get thoroughly injured on the water sports, you can be assured your wacky weekend will be depraved and unpleasant and filthy. Anyway, what do we got though? Cheer me up. What do we got?
But of course, all of these A5 Wagyu and amazing hotel experiences don't pay for themselves. The reason why we're in Okinawa is because the Okinawa Cabinet Office has brought us out to Okinawa, and most importantly, is to sample their fine alcohol.
Jolly good.
I am deadly serious, and the reason why we are here is to try some of Okinawa's most famous alcohol.
Nice.
Starting with, this is from the Kamimura Sake Brewery. It's the undiluted Okinawan rice AWAMORI, and it's distilled to 51%.
I've had this once before when I came came here 2 or 3 years back.
It's quite potent.
It's best enjoyed on the rocks.
Yeah, they recommend as well about a 3-to-7 ratio of awamori to water.
And we're drinking it straight.
Well, I think we should taste the flavours.
No, I agree. And
all right.
I feel intoxicated just sniffing it.
All right, let's give it a shot. Kanpai, kanpai.
It's Okinawa.
I mean, it's very strong, but...
A bit like brandy.
If you like the intense flavours of sake, it is that, but more. Our next beverage is from the Nisato Sake Brewery, and it's a coffee spirit. And this is awamori with coffee liqueur. I don't think there's anything better than drinking some fine craft alcohol with a sunset on a beach in Okinawa.
That is the way awamori is meant to be enjoyed.
Next up we have the IMUGE. This is from Okinawan sweet potatoes, and they use plenty of powdered brown sugar. The IMUGE is stored in an American oak barrel and whiskey barrels. Wow, that is like a whiskey. That's like if you turned a sake into a whiskey, but it works. It needs a dash of water, and on the rock it would be perfect. And from the Higa Sake Brewery we have the green sliced Shekuwasar.
It'd be nice to have something rather fruity to mix it up.
Yeah, that smells perfect.
Oh, it smells like lemon and lime. Oh wow.
Oh wow. I'm sure this is nice with an ice as well, but honestly, straight on a beach, room temperature, it's pretty damn good
stuff. My God.
This is from Taragawa Brewery, and this is their Japanese rum.
I think we have a new front runner for the best bottle of all. That is such a cool bottle. To rum.
To rum.
Beautiful.
You can taste the sugarcane in that. Oh my God, I'm keeping this. This is all of this is going home in my luggage. So this is the Yaesen, and it's called Barrel.
Awamori liqueur from Ishigaki, I believe. I'm going to be annihilated. How am I going to get off this beach?
I don't think the Okinawan Cabinet Office wants us to leave. I can't get up from this chair. This is so good.
All right.
Oh my God, that's so nice. This on the rocks with a tiny bit of water would be phenomenal. Next up, from the Zuisen Sake Brewery, we have the Umeshu with Okinawan brown sugar.
I've never met anyone who's not enjoyed Umeshu, and I don't think I've ever had Okinawan black Umeshu before, so this is going to be good.
I'm really excited because I love brown sugar, so let's give it a shot.
You can certainly smell the brown sugar like it's...
Oh wow, that's so good. I'm so happy.
My God, that's good.
I'm going to take that away from Chris before he...
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
No, it's fine. We have more to drink. So this is from the Sakimoto Sake Brewery. This is the Ryukyu Awamori Hanazake Yonagumi, and it is 60%.
Cheers.
Cheers to the final drink. Wow, that is strong. Holy. Oh my goodness. That'll bring the hair on your chest. My God. This is when you need to have an instant party drink. What was some standout?
For me, the Umeshu was really good, and the coffee.
Ooh, the coffee was good.
Awamori. But it has to be, chuck that here.
This is
Shekuwasar is the one. When you just smell that citrus fruit, you just think of Okinawa. I would love to have this in my bar. But they're all bloody good. Okinawa might just be the sake capital of Japan, as we've seen today.
Thank you so much to the Okinawan Cabinet Office for sponsoring this video and sending us out to Okinawa and getting us a chance to I'll just take the whole bottle.
Good man.
Oh, that's so good. So if you're interested in learning more about any of those alcohols, use those links in the descriptions down below so you can learn more about them.
I won't lie to you, it's very easy to fall asleep after having so many amazing drinks, but I imagine that Chris didn't sleep so easy. Let's find out.
And then I sort of woke up with in PTSD flashbacks to the last time I did water sports, punctured my ear in the run-up to the water sports shit show that is later today.
No, it was fine. Look, sometimes these traumatic things happen, but what Wacky Weekend is about is having wacky experiences where we wackily overcome our fears.
What fear have we ever overcome on Wacky Weekend apart from spending an evening with you in a bedroom?
Well, okay.
Right, nobody has to put themselves through that.
I was very fearful of eating McDonald's, but being with you, I've had to overcome that fear because I can't travel anywhere without it.
What worries me is Connor booked this experience about one day ago before we took off from Tokyo.
It was the only one.
There's only one available. It's the cheap one nobody wants. Why is that? Why is that?
I'm sure health and safety is a top priority for everyone involved.
You don't want to get the cheap people with water sports.
We don't. I've got the best in the business.
The best in the business at the most reasonable price.
At the most very affordable price. See, look, these experiences are for everyone. But before we do that, we are going to go snorkeling first. Okinawa is famous for its extremely blue turquoise waters, where you can see the fish, almost touch them.
And so we set off to get geared up and ready to swim. And I have to say, out of all of the suits, wetsuits are the least flattering. But when we finally got to the water, what awaited us was a stunning sight. Prehistoric, beautiful geological formations await us along with the clear blue water. And we were set to go to the beautiful blue cave that looks like this. except the weather was terrible, so we couldn't go. And so instead, we got to go and swim off the coastline and swim around with the fish. At points, we were given some bread that we could throw into the water to attract all the fish. And sometimes it didn't work. But when it did work, it was pretty cool. And our instructor showed us a cool move, which I still don't know how he did. And I just have to show you my favorite moment. Chris was feeding all of these fish that were so close to him, and the entire time, it sounds like there is a monster approaching them. And honestly, the drone footage makes the water look a lot more beautiful than it was on the day. And we also look like tadpoles. But it was still a lot of fun, and I highly recommend doing it, and hopefully one day I'll get to go into that darn blue cave. Honestly, I felt like I was being far too nice to Chris this trip, so I decided to make him confront his fear of water sports. And I won't lie, I wasn't sure exactly what I was expecting, but I didn't expect to see a bunch of floaties attached to a pier. But the staff were lovely. They even gave us these very cute slippers.
Bit more efficient.
It's like the Cheeto in the door meme.
And one life vest struggle later, we were in the water. Now, one thing that I've always wanted to try is flyboarding. It's basically where you just fly using the power of water. So I wanted to try it, but Chris, not so much. Naturally, I was up first.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What the Whoa! Whoa!
That was actually a pretty good first run. Really good.
And it seemed like Chris was only having fun when I was failing. But finally, I managed to get a pretty good go.
Oh my god!
Oh, that looked painful.
Yeah, it was pretty painful. I slammed my ear into the water. And I thought that I would get a little bit of a break here and there, but no, it just kept going.
Amazing. Oh, oh. Oh shit. He's got it. He's finally got there. It took 15 minutes, but he knows what he's doing now. Wow. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. He's still going. Oh, he looked like the Green Goblin when he was up there. When he was flying around.
And like a villain, I truly had to go out in style. After splashing around a little bit, it was time for Mr. Affable to have a go. And after a couple of attempts, Chris finally got a good one.
You got it, come on! Yes!
Well, it would have been a little bit better if he didn't just give up and cover his ears.
Oh, I'll kill him. I'll kill him. Bastard.
But of course, Chris wasn't done suffering yet because I wanted to make sure we got a true thrill. Starting off with the banana boat.
I hate you. This is shit. I hate water sports.
Oh god,
I won't lie, seeing Chris fall off was very satisfying. Next up was Chris's favorite thing in the world, a sofa. But this time it was on the water being dragged around. And right as we were getting situated on our brand new sofa, disaster struck.
It wasn't built for a man of your carriage.
My favorite part about this sofa is that it looks like Chris is attached to a torture device. He's holding on for dear life.
You know, this is like waterboarding in a
waterboard experience with Connor. Son of a bitch, fell off. Last man standing.
After that amazing experience, I had the feeling that Chris wasn't quite happy with me.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him. The next wacky weekend, I'm gonna find like a fucking torture chamber in Kyushu. Set some people on him, some hammers and screwdrivers. We're gonna really go to town on Connor. You wait and see. That was so traumatic. Connor's like, oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. He hasn't ruptured his eardrum, has he? 2 months of pain, blood all over your pillow every night, can't fly in an airplane, literally losing your balance. It's so painful, it's not fun. Never rupture your eardrum. I'm amazed I said yes to this. And that last 2 activities, particularly the banana boat when it's spun around, if I let go, I'm like, my ear's done again. So, really scary, only because I ruptured my eardrum. Before that, I would never have thought, oh yeah, I can do my ears in doing this, it's fun. Well, hey, to be fair, the activity where I ruptured my eardrum, it was like a rubber ring, and you hold on like this. Whereas with the sofa, you're sort of embedded in, so it's kind of safe. We were going really fast, but we weren't close to falling out. Whereas with the rubber ring, you know, you got to hold on for dear life, because your whole body's working against you to throw you off. I'll get him. I'll get him. You wait and see if I don't.
And before we left, I had a thought to myself. If Mark Zuckerberg can do something, I hope I can bloody well do it too. So I decided to try wakeboarding.
The man, the myth, the dickhead.
And what I was surprised by is that it is very difficult. So much so, in fact, that I just kept falling over. And I won't lie, this was one of the most painful things I have ever done.
Yeah! Oh, he's in.
One thing that I kept doing that really hurt was when I was about to fall on the wakeboard, I was holding on to the strap, which was pulling my arms, but my board went in the water, which was pulling my legs down. Essentially, I was adding about an inch to my height every single time I messed up.
He's doing not bad, but I thought he would do better, you know, because he did extremely well with the flyboarding. And you think flyboard would be more difficult than this, because flyboard, you're literally balancing 2 jet hoses of water under your feet, whereas this, I don't know, seems a bit more constant, but I think he's just knackered.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot more tiring. At this point, I was quite happy to stop torturing myself, so it was time to say bye to Okinawa.
Well, I think that's been a very successful wacky weekend, and I have to say, I've not been this tired in a long time. It was paradise, but very tiring.
You could prod me and I'd fall over right now. Don't prod me.
What was your highlight? What was your highlight of the trip? Mine, easily, was watching you go,
all right, I'm going to burst your eardrum in the next wacky weekend. See how you bloody like it. Honestly, nothing that transpired today was to my liking. Yesterday was fun though. I think 2 things stand out. Number 1, sitting in the hammock. Love the hammock. Number 2 though, I really enjoyed sitting on the beach, trying all the drinks at sunset. That's what wacky weekend, that's what Okinawa should be, right? That kind of experience. It should have just been that. People would have loved to see us sit there and drink, not do whatever we just did there.
Well, they got tired of seeing that. They had 5 minutes of that, and they were now happy to see you suffer, which is a rare cause, because you normally are like, oh, Joey, Natsuki, go and jump off a cliff, the viewers will love it.
Rest assured, the next wacky weekend,
we'll
go to Japan's #1 rocket launch facility in Kyushu and strap Connor to a f***ing rocket and see what happens.
Alright, well...
I've enjoyed being back in Okinawa though.
Good.
All anger and frustration aside, it has been really nice being back here.
Yeah, fantastic food, fantastic scenery.
Absolutely.
Not that far from Tokyo, only about 2.5 hours flight.
You forget how close it is.
It's a bit more accessible than I thought it was. Initially, 3 hours, I was like, oh, don't really want to do that.
I can't be away from my Twitter for 3 hours.
Oh my God. But if you're in Japan, don't sleep in Okinawa. You should come here for yourself and try some of the amazing food and do some of the fun water sports.
Don't do the water sports.
So, in the meantime, make sure to go over to Chris's channel, because there'll be another wacky weekend in like a week or 2.
It's going to be unspeakably awful. You can guarantee that. Good luck. Wacky Weekend Wars has begun.
Can't wait.